Hello, I'm Charlotte Ellsworth, and on behalf of the West Plains Playhouse, I'd like to welcome you to our special Thanksgiving presentation of The Princess Bride. Tonight's script is adapted by William Goldman from his beloved novel, written for the classic film directed by Rob Reiner. We are proud to present the revised final draft, dated May 3rd, 1986, in its entirety, with video courtesy of Tony Logue Photography. In this performance, the role of the mother will be played by
Mackenzie Heckworth.
The kid will be played by
Nolan Heckworth.
The queen will be played by
Karen Hustis.
The grandfather and the king will be played by
Hank Hustis.
Vizzini will be played by
Jimmy Thayer.
Inigo Montoya will be played by
Grace Lakota.
Fezzik, the albino, the assistant brute, the eels, and the rodents will be played by
Curtis Cashmere.
Wesley and the man in black will be played by
Anderson Hensley.
Buttercup will be played by
Becky Mendel.
Count Rugen will be played by
Donovan Winterfeld.
Prince Humperdinck will be played by
Stephen Hackworth.
Miracle Max will be played by
Alfred Cramer.
Valerie will be played by
Rowan Galbraith.
The impressive clergyman will be played by
Megan Coda.
Yellen and the ancient boor will be played by
Rachel Gould.
and I, Charlotte Ellsworth, will be reading all stage directions this evening. This presentation was produced by Trey Witzel with the West Plains Playhouse and is dedicated to Alfred Cramer. Now, without further ado, please enjoy The Princess Bride. Fade in on a city street, day. Camera tracks down a snow-covered New York City street. We hold on a typical brownstone. As we push in on an upstairs bedroom window, we hear the sounds of a video game in progress. As a sick coughing sound is heard, pull back to reveal this kid lying in bed, coughing, pale, one sick cookie. Maybe he's 7 or 8 or 9. He holds a remote in one hand, presses it, and the video game moves a little bit. Then he's hit by another spasm of coughing, puts the remote down. His room is Pause.
His room is monochromatic.
His room is monochromatic, grays and blues, mildly high-tech. We're in the present day, and this is a middle-class house somewhere in the city. Cut to the kid's mother as she enters, goes to him, fluffs his pillows, briefly feels his forehead. She's worried. It doesn't show. During this,
Guess what? Your grandfather's here.
Can't you tell him I'm sick?
You are sick. That's why he's here.
He'll pinch my cheek. I hate that.
Maybe he won't.
the kid shoots her an "I'm sure" look as we cut to the kid's grandfather bursting into the room. Kind of rumpled, but the eyes are bright. He has a book tucked under one arm as he immediately goes to the kid, pinches his cheek.
How's the sickie?
The kid gives his mother an "I told you so" look. The mother ignores it, beats a retreat.
I'll just leave you pals alone.
There's an uncomfortable silence. Then,
I brought a special present.
What is it? A book?
That's right. When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a very special book. It was the one I read my father used to read to me, and when I was sick, and when I used to read to your father.
Has it got any sports in it?
cut to the grandfather, suddenly passionate.
Are you kidding? Fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, miracles.
Cut to the two of them as the grandfather sits in a chair by the bed.
Doesn't sound too bad. I'll try and stay awake.
The Princess Bride, Chapter 1. Buttercup was raised on a small farm in the country of Florin.
Dissolved to. As the grandfather reads, we're seeing the story he's reading about, and the monochromatic look of the bedroom is replaced by the dazzling color of the English countryside.
Her favorite pastimes were riding her horse and tormenting the farm boy and who works there. His name was Wesley, but she never called him that. Isn't that a wonderful beginning?
Yeah, great.
Nothing gave Buttercup as much pleasure as ordering Wesley around. Farm boy, you lazy thing, polish my horse's saddle.
Cut to Buttercup's farm day. Buttercup, standing, holding the reins of her horse, while in the background, Wesley, in the stable doorway, looks at her. Buttercup is in her late teens, doesn't care much about clothes, and she hates brushing her long hair. So she isn't as attractive as she might be, but she's still probably the most beautiful woman in the world.
I want to see my face shining in it by morning.
As you wish.
Wesley is perhaps half a dozen years older than Buttercup, and maybe as handsome as she is, beautiful. He gazes at her as she walks away.
As you wish was all he ever said to her.
Dissolved to Buttercup in her horse's stall. Her tone is softer than it was when she gave the previous order.
Farm boy, I want you to varnish my horse's hooves. Please.
As you wish.
She leaves the stable. His eyes stay on her. She stops, turns. He manages to look away as now her eyes stay on him. Dissolved to Buttercup and Wesley in the kitchen. Dusk. Her voice, when she speaks, is softer still.
Farm boy, fetch me that bowl. That heavy one, way up high.
As you wish.
Cut to Wesley walking away from the farmhouse as Buttercup stares after him.
That day, she was amazed to discover that when he was saying, as you wish, what he meant was this, I love you. And even more amazing was that night she might really realize that she truly loved him back.
Dissolved to Wesley and Buttercup outside his tiny hovel in the moonlight. They are locked in a passionate kiss.
Hold it.
Cut to the kids' room.
Is this a trick? You're playing on me. Where's this horse? Is this a kissing book?
Wait.
Well, when does it get good?
Keep your shirt on. Let me read. Wesley had no money for marriage, so he packed his few belongings and left the farm to seek his fortune across the sea.
Cut to Wesley and Buttercup. They are standing a few feet apart at the gate of the farm.
It was a very emotional time for Buttercup.
She runs to Wesley, starts to embrace him.
I don't believe this.
I fear I'll never see you again.
Of course you will.
But what if something happens to you?
Hear this now. I will always come for you.
How can you be sure?
This is true love. You think it happens every day?
Then as Wesley walks away, Buttercup watches him go.
Wesley didn't reach his destination.
Cut to the room.
His ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts, who never left captives alive. And when Buttercup got the news that Wesley was murdered,
Murdered? By pirates? Murdered by pirates is good.
she went into her room, she shut the door, and for days she neither slept nor ate.
Cut to close up on Buttercup, staring out the window.
I will never love again.
Hold on her face, perfect and perfectly sad. Dissolved to the main courtyard of Florin, replete with townspeople, livestock, and a bustling marketplace.
5 years later, the main square of Florin City was filled as never before to hear the announcement of the great Prince Humperdinck's bride-to-be.
Cut to Prince Humperdinck, a man of incredible power and bearing, standing in his royal robes on a castle balcony. 3 others stand behind him, an old couple with crowns, the aging king and queen, and a dark bearded man who seems the prince's match in strength. This is Count Rugen.
My people,
A month from now, our country will have its 500th anniversary. On that sundown, I shall marry a lady who was once a commoner like yourselves. But perhaps you will not find her common now. Would you like to meet her?
And the answering yes booms like summer thunder. The crowd, and my God, you never saw so many people. Cut to a giant staircase leading to the crowd, and as a figure just begins to become visible, cut to the crowd as they see the figure. We haven't yet. And if there is such a thing as a collective action, then this crowd collectively holds its breath. Cut to the staircase as the figure appears. It is Buttercup, and she is resplendent.
My people, the Princess Buttercup.
She descends the stairs and starts to move amongst the people. The balcony. The king says something, but all that comes out is one long mumble.
Rugen, did you understand any of that?
Not a syllable.
It doesn't seem possible that the king's mumblings are getting worse every day.
Her father said it isn't safe for her to move among the people. It's all right. She's so gentle. Who would want to harm her?
I tell you this, no man had better try.
Cut to the crowd, and they do a very strange thing. With no instructions at all, they suddenly go down to their knees. Great waves of people kneeling, and cut to Buttercup, terribly moved. She stands immobile among her subjects, blinking back tears. Hold on her beauty for a moment. Then, cut to a stable in the castle grounds. It's the same day, mid-afternoon, and Humperdinck is dressed as before. Humperdinck is now in riding clothes, and she leads her horse towards the prince. Buttercup is now in riding clothes, and she leads her horse towards the prince. Then together they start for the stable door.
Must you ride? You seem upset.
The king looked so old today. I suppose that upset me.
He has a right to look old, my darling. He was, at last count, 97, and every organ in his body has long since betrayed him. And my father's health is not what's upsetting you. Have I been inattentive? Is that it? I know you don't love me, but I promise you'll grow to love me.
It's not you. It was the crowd. They should not have bowed to me. When you proposed, I was just like them, ordinary, and even though I've gone to royalty school, in my heart, I'm still ordinary. I felt a fraud today, and they should not have bowed down.
Beloved, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. When we marry, you'll be the richest and most powerful as well. Don't expect too much from life.
You're very wise. I must learn to be satisfied with what I have.
She reacts to her lot in life, and as she rides off, cut to Woodlands and Buttercup barreling along, controlling the beast easily. She's more relaxed. It's later in the day. Cut to a wooded glen close to sundown. Lovely, quiet, deserted. Buttercup suddenly reins in as we cut to 3 men standing close together in the path. Beyond them can be seen the waters of Florin Channel. The 3 men are not your everyday commuter types. Standing in front is a tiny man with the most angelic face. He's a Sicilian, and his name is Vicini. Behind him is a Spaniard, erect and taut as a blade of steel. His name is Inigo Montoya. Beside him is a mustached giant. His name is Fezzik.
A word, my lady? We are but poor, lost circus performers. Is there a village nearby?
There is nothing nearby, not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
He nods to the giant, Fezzik, who merely reaches over, touches a nerve on Buttercup's neck, and the start of a scream is all she manages. Unconsciousness comes that fast. As she starts to fall, cut to a tiny isolated spot at the edge of Florin Channel. A sailboat is moored. It's dusk now, shadows are long. Inigo, the Spaniard, busies himself getting the boat ready. The giant Fezzik carries Buttercup, unconscious, on board. Vizzini rips some tiny piece of fabric from Army Jacket and tucks them along the saddle of Buttercup's horse. There is, about the entire operation, a sense of tremendous skill and precision.
What is it that you're ripping?
Fabric from the uniform of an army officer of Gildare.
Who's Gildare?
The country across the sea and the sworn enemy of Florin. Go.
The horse takes off. They start for the boat.
Once the horse reaches the castle, the fabric will make the prince suspect the Gildarians have abducted his love. When he finds her body dead on the Gildar frontier, his suspicion will be totally confirmed.
You never said anything about killing anyone.
Vizzini hops on the boat.
I have hired you to help me start a war. It's a prestigious line of work with a long and glorious tradition.
I just don't think it's right, killing an innocent girl.
Am I going mad, or did the word think escape your lips? You were not hired for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass.
I agree with Fezzik.
Cut to close-up Vizzini in a fury.
The sot has spoken. What happens to her is not truly your concern. I will kill her. And remember this. Never forget this.
Cut to Inigo and Fezzik as Vizzini advances on them. Nothing shows on Inigo's face, but Fezzik is panicked by Vizzini.
When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk you couldn't buy brandy. And you, friendless, brainless, helpless, hopeless. You want me to send you back to where you were? Unemployed in Greenland?
I think it's wonderful, Vizzini, what we're doing, War and Death. They're just the nicest things.
Vizzini glares at him, then turns, leaves them. He always carries a knapsack, and now he opens it, takes out a piece of cheese. During this, Inigo has gone close to Fezzik, who is very distressed at the insults he's just received. As Inigo casts off.
That Vizzini, he can fuss.
Fuss. I think he likes to scream at us.
You have a great gift for rhyme.
Yes, some of the time.
As they sail off, dissolve to the sailboat racing across the dark waters. Inigo is at the helm. Fezzik stands near the body of the princess, whose eyelids flutter slightly, or do they? Vizzini nibbles away at his cheese. The waves are higher. There are only occasional flashes of moonlight slanting down between the clouds.
We shall reach the cliffs by dawn.
Inigo nods, glances back.
Why are you doing that?
Making sure we're not followed.
Believe me, that would be inconceivable. Back to sleep with your baggage.
Buttercup's body drains of energy. Her eyelids do not flutter now. Dissolve to the ship. The waves are higher. There's more clouds. Oars have passed, and there is no movement. Except for Inigo, who is staring back behind them.
Stop doing that. We can all relax. It's almost over.
You're sure no one could be after us?
As I told you hours ago, it would be absolutely, totally, and in all other ways inconceivable. No one in Gildare knows what we've done, and no one in Florin could have gotten here so fast. Out of curiosity, why do you ask?
No reason. It's only that I just happened to look behind us and something is there.
And suddenly the three whirl, stare back, and as they do, cut to the darkness behind them. It's hard to see. The moon is behind the clouds now, but the wind whistles, and the waves pound, and suddenly it's all gone ominous. Cut to Inigo, Fezzik, and Vizzini squinting back, trying desperately to see. At this moment, they are all holding their breaths. Cut to the darkness behind them, and there's still nothing to be seen. It's still ominous. Only now it's eerie, too. Then, the moon slips through and Inigo was right. Something is very much there. A sailboat, black, with a great billowing sail, black. It's a good distance behind them, but it's coming like heck, closing the gap. Cut to Inigo, Fezzik, and Vizzini staring at the other boat.
Probably some local fisherman out for a pleasure cruise at night through eel-infested waters.
And now, as a sound comes from their boat, they turn as we cut to Buttercup, diving into the water, starting to swim away. Cut to the boat and Vizzini screaming.
Go in! Get after her!
I don't swim.
I only doggy paddle.
I can hear her kicking. Veer left!
The moon, gone now, darkness again. Cut to Buttercup, who is still close to the boat, switching from a crawl to a silent breaststroke. The wind dies, and as it does, something new is heard. A not too distant, high-pitched shrieking sound. Buttercup stops suddenly, treads water. Cut to the boat.
Do you know what that sound is, Highness? Those are the shrieking eels. If you doubt me, just wait. They always grow louder when they're about to feed on human flesh.
Cut to Buttercup treading water, still not far from the boat. The shrieking sounds are getting louder and more terrifying. Buttercup stays silent. Cut to the boat.
If you swim back now, I promise no harm will come to you. I doubt you will get such an offer from the eels.
Cut to Buttercup, and she's a gutsy girl. The shrieking sound is louder still, but she doesn't make a sound. Behind her now, something dark and gigantic slithers past. Cut to Vizzini shouting it out.
I won't warn you again! Call out your position or die!
Cut to Buttercup in the water, and she's scared, sure, petrified, who wouldn't be? But she makes no reply. And now a shrieking eel has zeroed in on her. And now she sees it, a short distance away, circling, starting to close. And Buttercup is frozen, trying not to make a movement of any kind. And the eel slithers closer, closer. And Buttercup knows it now. There's nothing she can do. It's all over, all over. And now the eel opens its mouth wide, and it's never made such a noise. And as its great jaws are about to clamp down,
She does not get eaten by the eel at this time.
and the second we hear him, cut to the sick kid's room. The kid looks the same, pale and weak, but maybe he's gripping the sheets a little tightly with his hands.
What?
I said the eels don't get her. You look nervous.
I wasn't nervous.
His grandfather says nothing, just waits.
Maybe I was edgy, but that's not the same thing.
Perhaps I should stop for now.
You can read a little more if you want to. I don't mind.
Cut to Vizzini. We're back in the boat.
Do you know what that sound is, Highness? Those are the shrieking eels!
The kid.
Pass that, Grandpa. You did that already.
My mistake. Forgive me.
Cut to a whole series of blurred images whizzing past until suddenly one of them freezes. What's happened, of course, is that the grandfather has flipped forward some pages in the book he's reading. And we're back where we were at the last moment we saw her, Buttercup, frozen, the shrieking eel, jaws wide, about to clamp down as we cut to two giant arms reaching down, easily lifting Buttercup free, and the other grabbing the eel. Pull back to reveal the boat and Fezzik, Buttercup safe in his giant arms as he deposits her on the deck. He then proceeds to rip the giant eel lengthwise in two.
Ugh, oh.
He throws both halves back in the water.
I suppose you think you're brave, don't you?
Only compared to some.
Cut to Inigo pointing behind them.
Look, He's cut our lead in half.
Cut to the man in black, and his boat almost seems to be flying. Cut to Vicini, crying out in triumph.
It doesn't matter, he's too late! See? The Cliffs of Insanity!
And once he said the name, cut to the Cliffs of Insanity at dawn. They rise straight up, sheer from the water, impossibly high. Cut to the two sailboats in a wild race for the cliffs, and the man in black is closing faster than ever, but not fast enough. The lead was too great to overcome, and as Inigo sails with great precision straight at the cliffs. Cut to.
We're safe. Only Fezzik is strong enough to go up our way. He'll have to sail around for hours till he finds a harbor.
Cut to Buttercup, staring as the cliffs come closer, assume an even more frightening height. There's much activity going on, all of it swift, expert, economical. Fezzik reaches up along the cliff face, grabs a jutting rock, reaches behind it. Suddenly there is a thick rope in his hands. He drops back to the boat, gives the rope a freeing swing, and cut to the cliffs. The rope goes all the way to the top. Cut to, Inigo hurries to Fezzik and straps a harness to him, then lifts Buttercup and Vicini in the harness. Finally, he himself gets in the harness. All three now are strapped to Fezzik, like papooses.
Whenever you're ready.
Everyone steady?
If you please.
I'll climb with ease.
Oh, good one, Fezzik.
And he starts to ascend the rope, carrying them all along with him as he goes.
I hate those stupid rhymes of yours.
They keep Fezzik cheery. They help him with his work.
Cut to the man in black, sailing in towards the cliffs of insanity, watching as Fezzik rises swiftly through the first moments of dawn. Cut to the top of the cliffs looking down. Fezzik's group is only faintly visible far below. This is the first time we've gotten the real vertigo feeling, and it's a gasper. Cut to Fezzik climbing on. Buttercup is almost out of her mind with fear. Cut to the entire length of the cliffs. Fezzik is moving right along. However high they are, he's already over a third of the way done. Cut to the man in black, leaping from his ship to the rope, starting to climb. He's impossibly far behind, but the way he goes, you'd think he didn't know that because he is flying up the rope, hand over hand like lightning. Cut to Vicini and the others.
He's gaining on us.
Inconceivable!
He prods Fezzik, who nods, increases his pace. Cut to the man in black, roaring up the rope, and cut to long shot, the cliffs, and the man in black is cutting deeply into Fezzik's lead. Cut to Vicini and the others.
Faster!
I'm sorry, I thought I was going faster.
Cut to the man in black. His arms still work as before. If anything, he has speeded up. Fezzik's lead is smaller and smaller, and cut to the view from the top of the cliffs. Maybe 100 feet for Fezzik to go, maybe more. Cut to Vicini and the others, and it's getting too close now.
I thought you were supposed to be a colossus. I thought you were this great legendary thing, and yet he gains.
Well, I'm carrying 3 people, and he's only got himself, and
I do not accept excuses. I'm just going to have to find a new giant. That's all.
Don't say that, Vicini, please.
And his arms begin moving much more slowly. Cut to the man in black, less than 100 feet behind them and gaining. We can now see that he is masked. Cut to Vicini and the others.
You shouldn't insult Fezzik.
I had to hire a temperamental strongman.
Fezzik is a good worker.
Not a shirker.
Very hardy.
Never tardy.
There go those rhymes again.
Cut to Fezzik, and Inigo's words are terribly pleasing to him. The hurt that Vicini put into his eyes is gone. Now the great arms move faster than they've ever gone, and the top of the cliffs of insanity is very close. And the arms keep going, and the top is closer, and the arms move even more quickly until suddenly, at long last, cut to the cliff top as Fezzik makes it. Vizzini leaps off, takes out a knife, and begins to cut the rope which is tied around a great tree, while Inigo helps the princess to her feet, and Fezzik just stands around, waiting for someone to tell him to do something. Nearby are some stone ruins. Once they might have been a fort. Now they kind of resemble Stonehenge. Cut to the man in black, 75 feet from the top now, maybe less, maybe only 50, and his pace is as dazzling as before, and cut to Vizzini, cutting through the last of the rope, and cut to the rope, slithering across the ground and out of sight towards the channel, like some great serpent at last going home. Cut to Fezzik, standing with Inigo and Buttercup by the cliff edge.
He has very good arms.
Cut to the man in black, hanging suspended hundreds of feet in the air, holding to the jagged rocks, desperately trying to cling to life. Cut to Vizzini, stunned, running to the others, looking down.
He didn't fall. Inconceivable!
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. My God, he's climbing.
Cut to the man in black, and so he is, very slowly. He is picking his way upwards, sometimes a foot at a time, sometimes an inch. Cut to the group at the top staring down.
Whoever he is, he has obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die. I need you to carry her. We'll head straight for the Gilder frontier, catch up when he's dead.
Inigo nods.
If he falls, fine. If not, the sword.
I'm going to duel him left-handed.
You know what a hurry we're in?
It is the only way I get any satisfaction. If I use my right, it's over too quickly.
Oh, have it your way.
Fezzik tosses Buttercup over his shoulder, goes to Inigo.
You be careful. People in masks can't be trusted.
Come along, come along.
Fezzik nods, hurries after Vizzini. Cut to Inigo. He watches them depart, then turns, peers down over the cliffs. Cut to the man in black, perhaps 50 feet below now, still making his perilously slow way towards the top of the cliffs. From the pace he's able to set, it could take hours. Cut to Inigo. He watches a moment more, then paces, fingers snapping. He is a taut and nervous fellow, and he has never been one for waiting around. Cut to the man in black, climbing on. He must be 6 inches closer to the top than when we last saw him. Inigo is watching. Cut to Inigo walking away, sheathing his sword. His fingers are snapping faster than before, in a wild Spanish rhythm. Finally, he goes back to the cliff edge, starts to talk. It's instant death if the man in black falls, but neither gives that possibility much credence. This is our two heroes meeting. They don't know it yet, but that's what it is.
Hello there.
The man in black glances up, kind of grunts.
Slow going?
I don't mean to be rude, but this is not as easy as it looks. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't distract me.
Sorry.
The man in black kind of grunts again.
I don't suppose you could speed things up?
If you're so anxious to hurry things, you could lower a rope or a tree branch, or find some useful thing to do.
I could do that. I've got some rope up here, but I don't think you'd accept my help since I'm only waiting around to kill you.
That does put a damper on our relationship.
But I promise I won't kill you until you reach the top.
Well, that's comforting, but I'm afraid you'll just have to wait.
I hate waiting. I could give you my word as a Spaniard.
No good. I've known too many Spaniards.
And he just hangs in space, resting, gathering strength.
Isn't there any way you'll trust me?
Nothing comes to mind.
And on these words, camera zooms in into a close-up of Inigo. He raises his right hand high, his eyes ablaze. His voice takes on a tone we have not heard before.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach the top alive.
Cut to the man in black. There is a pause. Then quietly,
Throw me the rope.
cut to Inigo. He dashes to the giant rock the rope was originally tied to, grabs a small coil of rope, hurries back to the edge as he hurls it over. Cut to the rope. It hangs close to the man in black. He releases the rocks, grabs the rope, hangs helplessly in space a moment, and then looks up at Inigo and, cut to Inigo, straining, forcing his body away from the cliff edge, and cut to the man in black, rising through the early morning light, slowly, steadily, and as the cliff top at last comes within reach, cut to Inigo, watching as the man in black crawls to safety, then sprawls exhausted on the rough, rocky ground. Inigo comes over and sits on a stone by the man in black.
Thank you.
We'll wait until you're ready.
Again, thank you.
The man in black wears gloves. Inigo stares at them.
I don't mean to pry, but you don't, by any chance, happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
He glances up. The question clearly baffles him.
I didn't know 6 fingers was possible. Do you always begin conversations that way?
My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man. He was a great sword maker, my father, and when the 6-fingered man appeared and requested a special sword, my father took the job. He slaved a year before he was done.
He hands his sword to the man in black.
I have never seen its equal.
Cut to, close up, Inigo. Even now, this still brings pain.
The 6-fingered man returned and demanded it, but at 1/10 his promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the 6-fingered man slashed him through the heart. I loved my father, so naturally, I challenged his murderer to a duel. But I failed. The 6-fingered man left me alive, but he gave me these.
Cut to the man in black, looking up at Inigo.
How old are you?
Almost 11, and when I was strong enough, I dedicated my life to the study of fencing so that the next time we meet, I will not fail. I'll just go up to the 6-fingered man and say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
You've done nothing but study swordplay?
More pursuits than study lately. You see, I can't find him. It's been 20 years now, and I'm starting to lose confidence. I just work for Vizzini to pay the bills. There is not a lot of money in revenge.
I hope you find him. Someday.
You're ready then?
Whether I'm ready or not, you've been more than fair.
You seem a decent fella. I hate to kill you.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
And begin!
And on that word, cut to the two of them. And what we are starting now is one of the 2 greatest swords fights in modern movies. The other one happens later on. And right from the beginning, it looks different. Because they aren't close to each other. None of that swords crossing on guard garbage. No. What we have here is 2 men, 2 athletes, and they look to be too far away to damage each other. But each time one makes even the slightest feint, the other counters. And there's silence. And as they start to circle, cut to the man in black's eyes, hidden behind the mask, but bright, and cut to the 6-fingered sword, feinting here, feinting there, and cut to the man in black, almost off balance, but he's got it back, and as he does, cut to Inigo's feet. And suddenly they seem to fly as he leaps forward an incredible distance, and while he's in the air, cut to the man in black, jumping brilliantly to one side as Inigo flies at him. Their swords cross, then again, and the sound comes so fast it's almost continual.
You're using Bonetti's defense against me.
I thought it fitting considering the rocky terrain.
Naturally, you must expect me to attack with Capoferro.
And he shifts his style now.
Naturally. But I find the bolt cancels out Capoferro. Don't you?
The man in black retreats before Inigo, but handles Inigo's onslaught without overpowering difficulty. And then suddenly his entire style changes, and he is doing the advancing.
Unless the enemy has studied his Agrippa, which I have.
And as his style, and as he changes styles, the two men flying almost across the rocky terrain, never losing balance, never coming close to stumbling, and the battle rages with incredible finesse, first one and then the other gaining the advantage. And by now, it's clear that this isn't just two athletes going at it. It's a lot more than that. This is two legendary swashbucklers, and they're in their prime. It's Burt Lancaster in The Crimson Pirate battling Errol Flynn in Robin Hood, and then, incredibly, as the action begins, going even faster than before as we cut to Inigo. And behind him now, drawing closer all the time, is the deadly edge of the cliffs of insanity. Inigo fights and ducks and feints and slashes, and it all works, but not for long, as gradually the man in black keeps the advantage, keeps forcing Inigo back closer and closer to death.
You are wonderful!
Thank you. I have worked hard to become so.
The cliff edge is very close now. He is continually being forced toward it.
I admit it, you are better than I am.
Then why are you smiling?
Inches from death, Inigo is, in fact, all smiles.
Because I know something you don't know.
And what is that?
I am not left-handed.
And he throws the six-fingered sword into his right hand, and immediately the tide of the battle turns. Cut to the man in black, stunned, doing everything he can to keep Inigo by the cliff edge, but no use. Slowly at first, he begins to retreat, now faster. Inigo is in control, and the man in black is desperate. Cut to Inigo. And the six-fingered sword is all but invisible now, as he increases his attack. Then suddenly switches styles again, leaps in, and the first blood is his. The man in black is bleeding from the wrist. Cut to the giant tree the climbing rope was tied to. The man in black is forced toward it. Cut to Inigo whirling around the tree, striking again. This time at the other wrist of the man in black, drawing another trickle of blood. Cut to the man in black, almost running from the tree, getting out into the clear as Inigo relentlessly increases the pressure. Cut to the cliff edge again, and the man in black can't stop Inigo. Nothing can stop Inigo. And in a frenzy, the man in black makes every feint, tries every thrust, lets go with all he has left. But he fails. Everything fails. He's almost to the cliff edge when he glances back, sees his near-fatal position, tries one or two final desperate moves, but they are nothing.
You are amazing.
I ought to be, after 15 years.
There is one final thing I must tell you.
Tell me.
I'm not left-handed either.
And now he changes hands, and at last the battle is fully joined. Cut to Inigo, and to his amazement, he is being forced back. He tries one style, another, but it all comes down to the same thing. The man in black seems to be in control.
Who are you?
No one of consequence.
I must know.
Cut to the man in black, moving like lightning, and as he thrusts forward, slashes, darts back, all in almost single movement. And cut to Inigo, stunned, looking at his arm. It is bleeding. Cut to the man in black, and again he thrusts forward, faster even than before, and again he slashes back. Cut to Inigo, and there is never a move anyone makes he doesn't remember. And this time he blocks the slash, slashes out himself with the six-fingered sword, and although the man in black manages to retreat out of range of the blow, the tide of battle has changed once again. with Inigo back in command as they speed across the rock-filled terrain, dodging and lunging and feinting and tricking, their swords in constant contact. Cut to Inigo's feet, moving with the grace and speed of a great improvisational dancer. Cut to Inigo's sword hand as it flicks the great weapon, and the power in his wrist is tremendous. Cut to the mighty six-fingered sword as the light does its best to keep up with it. And now, at long last, cut to Inigo's face, and something terrible is written behind his eyes. He has given his all, done everything man can do, tried every style, made every maneuver, but it wasn't enough. And on his face for all to see is the realization that he, Inigo Montoya of Spain, is going to lose. Cut to the man in black, moving in for the end now, blocking everything, muzzling everything, and cut to the six-fingered sword, sent flying from Inigo's grip. He stands helpless, only a moment. Then he drops to his knees, bows his head, shuts his eyes.
Kill me quickly.
I would as soon destroy a stained glass window as an artist like yourself. However, since I can't have you following me either...
And he clunks Inigo's head with his heavy sword handle. Inigo pitches forward, unconscious.
Please understand that I hold you in the highest respect.
Cut to close-up Vizzini.
Inconceivable!
Pull back to reveal Vizzini staring down from a narrow mountain path as far below the man in black can be seen running. Fezzik, carrying the princess, stands alongside. It's a little later in the morning.
Give her to me! Catch up with us quickly!
What do I do?
Finish him! Finish him your way!
Oh, good. My way. Thank you, Vizzini. My way indeed, of course. Which way is my way?
Cut to a couple of boulders, nothing gigantic, maybe a yard in diameter. Vizzini points to them. There is a large tree nearby.
Pick up one of those boulders. Move behind the tree.
Cut to Vizzini with Fezzik pointing down along the mountain path.
In a few minutes, the man in black will come running around that. In a few minutes, the man in black will come running around that bend. The minute his head is in view, hit it with the boulder.
As Vizzini and Buttercup hurry away,
My way is not very sportsmanlike.
he stands motionless in the tree shadow, the boulder cradled easily in his hands as we cut to the man in black, racing up the mountain trail. Ahead is a bend in the trail. He sees it, slows. Then he stops, listening. Cut to Fezzik, waiting around the bend. Deep in shadow, he does not move. There is absolutely no sound. Cut to the man in black. Satisfied by the silence, he starts forward again, and as he rounds the bend, cut to Fezzik, and the instant the man in black's head comes into view, he steps out, fires the boulder like a rocket, and cut to the man in black, unaware of the boulder until too late. He's caught, frozen, and cut to the boulder, zooming dead into the camera, and cut to the man in black as the boulder misses him by an inch, crashes harmlessly down. Now, cut to Fezzik. He moves into the mountain path. He has picked up another boulder and holds it lightly.
I did that on purpose. I didn't have to miss.
I believe you. But what happens now?
We face each other as God intended, in a sportsmanlike manner. No tricks, no weapons, skill against skill alone.
You mean you'll put down your rock, and I'll put down my sword, and we'll try to kill each other like civilized people?
I can kill you now.
He gets set to throw, but the man in black shakes his head, takes off his sword and scabbard, begins the approach toward the giant.
Frankly, I think the odds are slightly in your favor at hand fighting.
It's not my fault. I'm the biggest and the strongest. I don't even exercise.
He flips the rock away. Cut to the mountain path and the two men. The man in black is not now and has never been a shrimp. But it's like he wasn't even there. Fezzik towers over him so much. There is a moment pause, and then the man in black dives at Fezzik's chest, slams him several tremendous blows in the stomach, twists his arm severely, slips skillfully into a beautifully applied bear hug, and in general makes any number of terrific wrestling moves. Fezzik just stands there, kind of taking in the scenery. Finally, the man in black pushes himself away and stares up at the giant.
Look, are you just fiddling around with me or what?
I wanted you to feel like you were doing well. I always hated for people to die embarrassed.
They get set to begin again. Then suddenly, cut to Fezzik as he jumps forward with stunning speed for anyone his size and reaches for the man in black, grabs him, and as the man in black slips away, Fezzik reaches again, grabs him again, and as the man in black drops to his knees, spins loose, Fezzik goes right down with him, takes him in both arms until the man in black twists free, jumps to his feet, panting from the effort.
You're quick.
And a good thing, too.
Why do you wear a mask? Were you disfigured at birth or burned by acid or something like that?
Oh no, it's just that they're terribly comfortable. And I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Cut to Fezzik considers this a moment, then attacks. And if he moved quickly the last time, this time he is blinded. And as the man in black slips down to avoid the charge, Fezzik moves right with him, only instead of twisting free and jumping to his feet, the man in black jumps for Fezzik's back. And in a moment he is riding him, and his arms have Fezzik's throat, locked across Fezzik's windpipe, one in front, one behind. The man in black begins to squeeze, tighter.
I just figured out why you're giving me so much trouble.
Fezzik, as he charges toward a huge rock that lines the path, and just as he reaches it, he spins his giant body so that the entire weight of the charge is taken by the man in black. Cut to the man in black, and the power of the charge is terrible, the pain enormous, but he clings to his grip at Fezzik's windpipe.
Why is it, do you think?
Well, I haven't fought in just one person in so long now. I've kind of been specializing in groups, battling gangs for local charities, that kind of thing.
Cut to another huge rock on the other side of the path. Again, Fezzik charges, slower this time, but still a charge. And again he spins and creams the man in black against the rough boulder. Cut to the man in black, and the punishment is terrible. And for a moment it seems as if he is going to let go of Fezzik's windpipe and crumble. But he doesn't. He holds on.
Why should that make such a difference?
Well, you see, you use different when you're fighting half a dozen people. That when you're only you are worried about.
Again, Fezzik slams the man in black against a boulder. Only this time his power is diminished, and Fezzik starts to slowly collapse. Cut to Fezzik, and now there isn't much breath coming. Cut to the man in black, holding his grip as Fezzik tries to stand. Halfway makes it, but there is no air. Back to his knees he falls, holds there for a moment, and pitches down to all fours. The man in black increases the pressure. Fezzik tries to crawl, but there is still no air. Fezzik goes to earth and lies still. Cut to Fezzik, as the man in black turns him over, puts a hand to Fezzik's heart. It beats. The man in black stands.
I do not envy you the headache you'll have when you're awake. But in the meantime, rest well, and dream of large women.
And as he dashes off, up along the mountain path, cut to, close on, a knife pointed at a throat. Pull back to reveal Vizzini munching on an apple, holding the knife to Buttercup's throat. She is blindfolded. A picnic spread is laid out. A tablecloth, 2 goblets, and between them a small leather wine container. And some cheese, and a couple of apples. The picnic is set on a lovely spot, high on the edge of a mountain path with a view all the way back to the sea. The man in black comes running around the path, sees Vicini, slows. The two men study each other. Then,
So now, it is down to you, and it is down to me.
the man in black nods and comes nearer.
If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward.
And he pushes his long knife harder against Buttercup's unprotected throat.
Let me explain.
There is nothing to explain. You are trying to kidnap what I have rightfully stolen.
Perhaps an arrangement can be reached.
There will be no arrangement.
As the man in black moves forward again.
And you're killing her.
Cut to Buttercup's throat. As Vicini jabs with his long knife, a drop of red blood appears against her skin. Cut to the man in black, stopping fast.
If there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse.
I fear so. I cannot compete with you physically, and you are no match for my brains.
You are that smart?
Let me put it this way. Have you heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes.
Morons.
Really? In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
For the princess?
The man in black nods.
To the death?
Another nod.
I accept.
Then pour the wine.
As Vicini fills the goblets with dark red liquid, the man in black pulls a small packet from his clothing, drops it by the wine.
Open that and inhale, but do not touch.
I smell nothing.
What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the deadlier poisons known to man. Hand me the goblets.
Take them yourself. My long knife does not leave her throat.
And he presses harder, making his meaning quite clear. Cut to Vicini, watching excitedly as the man in black takes the goblets, turns his back. A moment later, he turns again, faces Vicini, drops the locaine packet to the kerchief. It is empty now. The man in black sits, puts one glass in front of Vicini, the other in front of himself.
All right. Where is the poison? The battle of wits has begun. It ends when you decide and we both drink and find out who is right and who is dead.
But it's so simple. All I need do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the kind of man who would put the poison into his own glass or his enemies?
He reaches for the man in black's wine goblet, studies it.
Now, a clever man would place the poison in his own goblet because he would know that only a great fool would reach for what he was given. I am not a great fool, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. But you must have known I was not a great fool. You would count on it, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
He puts that goblet down.
You've made your decision then?
Not remotely. Because iocane comes from Australia. And as everyone knows, and Australia is entirely peopled with criminals. And criminals are used to having people not trust them. As you are not trusted by me. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going. Where was it? Yes, Australia. And you must have suspected I would have known the powder's origin, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
You're stalling now.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? You've beaten my Turk, which means you are exceptionally strong. So, you could have put it in your cup, trusting on your strength to save you, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. But you also bested my Spaniard, which means you must have studied, and in studying, you must have learned that that man is mortal. So you would have put the poison as far from yourself as possible, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
As Vizzini's pleasure has been growing throughout, the man in black's has been fast disappearing.
You're just trying to trick me into giving away something. It won't work.
It has worked. You've given everything away. I know where the poison is.
Then make your choice.
I will. And I choose.
And suddenly he stops, points at something behind the man in black.
What in the world can that be?
Cut to the man in black, turning around, looking.
Where? I don't see anything.
Cut to Vizzini, busily switching the goblets while the man in black has his head turned.
Oh, well, I could have sworn I saw something. No matter.
The man in black turns to face him again. Vizzini starts to laugh.
What's so funny?
Tell you in a minute. First, let's drink. Me from my glass, you from yours.
And he picks up his goblet. The man in black picks up the one in front of him. As they both start to drink, Vizzini hesitates a moment. Then, allowing the man in black to drink first, he swallows his wine.
You guessed wrong.
You only think I guessed wrong. That's what's so funny. I switched the glasses when your back was turned.
Cut to the man in black. There's nothing he can say. He just sits there. Cut to Vizzini watching him.
Fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia. But only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
He laughs and roars and cackles and whoops and isn't always quite cheery until he falls over dead.
Jimmy, lab to you now, please.
Okay.
Cut to the man in black, stepping past the corpse, taking the blindfold and bindings off Buttercup, who notices Vizzini lying dead. The man in black pulls her to her feet.
Who are you?
I am no one to be trifled with. That is all you ever need to know.
He starts to lead her off the mountain path into untraveled terrain.
To think, all that time it was your cup that was poisoned.
Cut to close up the man in black.
They were both poisoned. I've spent the last years building up immunity to iocane powder.
And with that, he takes off, dragging her behind him. Cut to a wild stretch of terrain. The man in black comes running into view, still dragging Buttercup, who sometimes stumbles, but he keeps forcing her along. Finally, when she is close to exhaustion, he lets go of her.
Catch your breath.
If you'll release me, whatever you ask for ransom, you'll get it. I promise you.
And what is that worth? The promise of a woman? You are very funny, Highness.
I was giving you a chance. It does not matter where you take me. There is no greater hunter than Prince Humperdinck. He can track a falcon on a cloudy day. He can find you.
You think your dearest love will save you?
I never said he was my dearest love. And yes, he will save me. That I know.
You admit to me that you do not love your fiancé.
He knows I do not love him.
Are not capable of love is what you mean?
I have loved more deeply than a killer like yourself could ever dream.
Suddenly, the man in black raises his hand, starts to turn it forward in a slapping motion. Buttercup tries to turn her head away. The man in black stops his hand, a fraction of an inch from her cheek.
That was a warning, Highness. The next time my hand flies on its own. For where I come from, there are penalties when a woman lies.
And suddenly he grabs her hand, and they are once again running away. Cut to Prince Humperdinck, lying on top of the edge of the cliffs of insanity, his body dangerously over the side, staring down. Cut to Count Rugen, mounted, watching. Behind him, a half-dozen armed warriors also mounted. A great white horse waits riderless in front. A great white horse waits riderless in front. The prince nimbly jumps to his feet, begins examining the rocky ground. To an ordinary eye, that's all it looks like. rocky ground. But not to Humperdinck. Maybe he isn't the best hunter in the world. Then again, maybe he is. Because as he begins to put his feet into strange positions, we realize that what he is doing is miming fencers.
There was a mighty duel. It raged all over.
Now he changes hands, still in mime, shifting the imaginary sword. He shakes his head.
It makes no sense. Sometimes they held with the left hand, sometimes the right.
Cut to Prince Humperdinck continuing his miming, and he's following the course of the duel. It's incredible.
They were both masters.
Who won? How did it end?
My guess would be that the loser ran off alone. That way, while the winner followed those footprints towards Gilder.
Cut to the prince and the count moving rapidly toward their horses.
Shall we track them both?
The loser is nothing. Only the princess matters. Clearly this was all planned by warriors of Gilder, and we must all be ready for whatever lies ahead.
Could this be a trap?
I always think everything could be a trap, which is why I'm still alive.
And he gallops off stage. Cut to a mountain path. It's where Fezzik fought the man in black. Camera pulls back to reveal the prince, reining in sharply, the others behind him.
Someone has beaten a giant. Piety, the country of Gilder, if she dies.
Cut to Vizzini's body. The picnic is spread as before. Camera pulls back to reveal the prince kneeling by the body as the others ride up. The prince grabs up the empty poison packet, hands it to Rugen, after first sniffing it himself.
Iocane, I'd bet my life on it. And there are the princess's footprints. She is alive, or was 2 hours ago.
And as he vaults onto his horse, and they all charge off, cut to Buttercup, being spun into camera view, falling heavily as the man in black releases her. We are still in a barren area, but higher now.
Rest, Highness.
I know who you are. Your cruelty reveals everything.
The man in black says nothing.
You're the dread pirate Roberts. Admit it.
With pride. What can I do for you?
You can die slowly, cut into 1,000 pieces.
Hardly complimentary, Highness. Why loose your venom on me?
Cut to close up. Buttercup quietly now.
You killed my love.
Cut to the man in black, watching her closely.
That's possible. I kill a lot of people.
And now he pulls her to her feet, and as again they start to run. Cut to Humperdinck, riding like a bat out of hell, approaching the same stretch of wild terrain where Buttercup promised ransom in exchange for her freedom. Behind him come the others, and a cloud of dust is rising visibly from all the following horses. The dust cloud rises high as Rugen rides up.
She was alive 50 minutes ago. And if she is otherwise when I find her.
Camera moves into a close-up of Prince Humperdinck. His rage is almost beyond control.
I shall be very put out.
From his fury as they take off. Cut to the man in black, leading Buttercup along the edge of an almost sheer ravine. The drop is sharp and severe. Below, the ravine floor is flat, but getting there would not be half the fun.
Who was this love of yours? Another prince like this one? Ugly, rich and scabby?
No. A farm boy. Poor. Poor and perfect. With eyes like the sea after a storm.
Cut to Buttercup, close up. And probably if she did not hate Robert so, there would be tears.
Your ship attacked, and the dread pirate Roberts never takes prisoners.
I can't afford to make exceptions. Once word leaks out that a pirate has gone soft, people begin to disobey you. And then it's nothing but work, 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 all the time.
You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. I remember your farm boy, I think. This would be, what, 5 years ago?
Buttercup nods.
Does it bother you to hear?
Nothing you can say will upset me. My heart is now a secret garden, and the walls are very high.
He died well. That should please you. No bribe attempts of blubbering. He simply said, please, I need to live. It was the please that caught my memory. I asked, what was so important for him here? True love, he replied. And then he spoke of a girl of surpassing beauty and faithfulness. I can only assume he meant you. You should bless me for destroying him before he found out what you are.
And what am I?
Faithfulness, he talked of, madam. Your endearing faithfulness. Now tell me truly, when you found out he was gone, did you get enraged? Did you get engaged to your prince that same hour? Or did you wait a whole week out of respect for the dead?
You mocked me once, never do it again. I died that day.
Cut to the man in black, about to reply as they stand there on the edge of the sheer ravine. But then something catches his attention, and as he stares at it briefly, cut to his pause.
Point of view.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Cut to his point of view. The dust cloud caused by Humperdinck's horses is rising up into the sky. Cut to Buttercup, and while his attention is on the dust cloud rising high, she pushes him with all the strength she has.
You could die too for all I care.
Cut to the man in black, teetering on the ravine edge for a moment. Then he begins to fall. Down goes the man in black. Down, down, rolling, spinning, crashing, always down toward the flat rock floor of the ravine. Cut to Buttercup, staring transfixed at what she has wrought. There is a long pause. She stands there alone at night, as far from below. The words come to her, drifting on the wind.
As you wish.
Cut to the ravine floor. The man in black feebly moves, manages to pull his mask from his face. Cut to Buttercup, blinking back her tears.
Oh, my sweet Wesley, what have I done?
And without a second thought or consideration of the dangers, she starts down into the ravine. She does it wonderfully, at least for a while. But then it gets too sharp. A rock she holds to betrays her, giving way, and then she is falling too, spinning and twisting, crashing and torn, cartwheeling down toward what is left of her beloved. Cut to the dust cloud rising. Pull back to reveal Prince Humperdinck and the others raiding in at the spot where Buttercup told the man in black she knew he was the dread pirate Roberts. The prince shakes his head.
We've cut the lead to less than half an hour. They must have seen our dust cloud closing in, which might account for their panicking into error. Unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong, they are headed dead into the fire swamp.
Cut to Count Rugen. The mere mention of the fire swamp makes him pale. Cut to the ravine floor as seen from high above. Two bodies lie a few feet apart, not moving. It is, of course, Buttercup and Wesley. They might be corpses. After a time, Wesley slowly forces his body into motion, and as he does, cut to Buttercup, bruised and torn, as Wesley crawls slowly toward her.
Ouch! Can you move at all?
Move? You're alive. If you want, I can fly. Oh, Wesley, dearest.
Remember I said I would always come for you. Why didn't you wait for me?
Well, you were dead.
You should have more faith, child. Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it. For a while.
I will never doubt again.
There will never be a need.
Cut to, and now they begin to kiss. It's a tender kiss. Tender and loving and gentle and...
Oh no, please.
Cut to the kids' bedroom.
What's the matter?
They're kissing again. Do we have to hear the kissing part?
Someday you may not mind so much.
Skip to the fire swamp. That sounded good.
You're sick. I'll humor you.
He picks up the book, and we cut to Buttercup and Wesley racing along the ravine floor. Wesley glances up. Cut to Humperdinck and his men perched on the top of the cliff, looking down at Wesley and Buttercup.
Your pig fiancé is too late. Just a few more steps and we'll be safe in the fire swamp.
Cut to Buttercup, and Wesley's tried to say it with... How do you say it?
Cavalier.
Cavalier, thank you. Cut to Buttercup, and Wesley's tried to say it with cavalier-like nonchalance, but she isn't buying it. Instantly afraid, she stops.
We'll never survive.
Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has.
As they race off, leaving Humperdinck and his men stranded, defeated. Cut to the fire swamp, and it really doesn't look any worse than any other moist, sulfurous, infernal horror you might run across. Great trees block the sun. Wesley and Buttercup. Buttercup is clearly panicked, and maybe Wesley is too, but he moves jauntily along, sword in hand.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed. It's not that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely.
Cut to the giant trees, thick and black green. They look ominous, and they shield all but intermittent stripes of sun. Cut to a giant spurt of flame, leaping up, preceded by a slight popping sound, and this particular spurt of flame misses Wesley and Buttercup, and is suddenly on... Oh, and this particular spurt of flame misses Wesley, but Buttercup is suddenly on fire. At least the lower half of her is, and cut to Wesley, instantly diving at her, knocking her to the moist ground, throwing his own body over the flames and suffocating them. This isn't all that easy, and it causes him a bit of grief, but he does his very best to sound as jaunty as before. Wesley helps her to her feet. She is dazed, and her panic has grown. He seems all excited.
Well now, that was an adventure.
He examines where the flames burst over her.
Singed a bit. Were you?
You?
He was, and shakes his head no. Cut to the swamp floor, and there's another popping sound. Cut to Wesley grabbing Buttercup, pulling her aside to safety as another great spurt of flame suddenly shoots up.
One thing I will say, the fire swamp does keep you on your toes.
Buttercup is frozen with fear. He takes her hand, gently leads her forward as we dissolve to the two of them moving slowly along through a particularly dangerous part of the fire swamp. It's later now. The sun slants down at a slightly different angle.
This will all soon be a happy memory because Robert's ship Revenge is anchored at the far end, and I, as you know, am Robert's.
But how is that possible? Since he's been marauding 20 years and you only left me 5 years ago.
I myself am often surprised at life's little quirks. You see, what I told you before about saying please was true. It intrigued Robert by saying please, as did my descriptions of your beauty.
Cut to some hideous vines. They look like they could be flesh-eating. Wesley takes his sword, slices a path for them to follow. The vines groan as they fall. He's been chatting away the entire time.
Finally, Roberts decided something. He said, "All right, Wesley, I've never had a valet. You can try it for tonight. I'll most likely kill you in the morning." For 3 years he said that. "Good night, Wesley. Good work. Sleep well. I will most likely kill you in the morning." It was a fine time for me. I was alive and learning to fence, to fight, anything anyone would teach me. Roberts and I eventually became friends. Then it happened.
What? Go on.
Cut to Wesley, picking her up, carrying her across some swamp that is bridged by a narrow, rickety tree branch.
Roberts had grown so rich, he wanted to retire. He took me to his quarters and told me his secret. "I am not the Dread Pirate Roberts," he said. "My name is Ryan. I inherited the ship from the previous Dread Pirate Roberts, just as you will inherit it from me. The man I inherited it from was not the real Dread Pirate Roberts either. His name was Cumberbund. The real Roberts has been retired 15 years and living like a king in Patagonia. Then he explained that the name was the important thing for inspiring the necessary fear. No one would surrender to the dread pirate Wesley.
The two of them have by now crossed the pond.
So we sailed ashore, took on an entirely new crew, and stayed aboard for a while as first mate, all the time calling me Roberts. Once the crew believed, he left the ship, and I have been Roberts ever since. Except now that we are together, I shall retire and hand the name over to somebody else. Is everything clear to you?
Cut to Buttercup, about to reply, but the ground she steps on gives way. It's snow sand, a great patch of it, and it has her. A cloud of powder rises and she sinks into the stuff, crying Wesley's name. But then she is gone as we cut to Wesley, whirling, slashing at a U-shaped vine, hacks it in half. It's still connected to the tree. Then he grabs it, drops his sword, and clutching the other end of the vine, he dives into the snow sand, and there's another cloud of white powder, but it settles quickly. Now nothing can be seen, nothing at all. Just the snow sand, lovely and lethal. Hold on the snow sand, then cut to the giant trees. Nothing much moves. The snow sand is quiet. An odd panting sound is heard now. The panting sound is suddenly very loud. And then a giant ROUS darts into view. The ROUS, a rodent of unusual size, is probably no more than 80 pounds of bone and power. It sniffs around a bit. Then, as quickly as it has come, it goes climbing. It continues to climb, then stops, rests, looks down from a tree branch, panting and deadly. Cut to the snow sand as Wesley lunges long past the bursting point, explodes out. He has Buttercup across his shoulders, and as he pulls her to the edge of the snow sand pit using the vine, cut to close up Buttercup. Her face is caked with the white powder. It is her eyes, her ears, her hair, her mouth. She's still probably beautiful, but you have to look awfully hard to see it. As Wesley continues to pull them to safety, cut to the ROUS high above them. It watches. Cut to Buttercup, placed sitting, her back against a tree. Wesley is cleaning the snow sand from her face. He hesitates, glances around, and cut to the ROUS on a much lower branch now. It stares down at Wesley. Cut to Wesley staring back up at the beast. Buttercup is oblivious. Her eyes flutter. He continues to work on her as we...
We'll never succeed. We may as well die here.
We have already succeeded.
Cut to. There are now 2 ROUSs. They have climbed into a nearby tree, staring hungrily down. Cut to Wesley, picking her up, puts an arm about her, starting to walk with her as he encouragingly goes on talking.
What are the 3 terrors of the fire swamp? 1, the flame spurts. No problem. There is a little popping sound preceding each. We can avoid that. 2, the snow sand. But you were clever enough to discover what it looks like, so in the future we can avoid that too.
What about the ROUSs, Wesley?
The rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
And as he says that, a third ROUS, one we haven't seen before, comes flying down at him from a tree branch and... Cut to Buttercup, screaming and... Cut to the ROUS, attacking Wesley's shoulder with his razor teeth, and blood begins immediately to flow, and cut to Wesley, with death close at hand as a popping sound starts. Cut to a flame spurt shooting skywards, and cut to Wesley. As with one desperate move, he rolls into the flame. But he has one of the ROUSs underneath him, and as the ROUS bursts into flames, it lets go, and Wesley rolls safely free, grabs his sword, and slashes the ROUS, which is trying to pull itself out. The ROUS collapses dead. Wesley stands motionless, exhausted. The danger has passed. Cut to Buttercup, relieved. Cut to Wesley. He manages a smile. Suddenly, a hard thumping sound is heard. Wesley turns. Cut to an ROUS standing in front of him. After a beat, a second ROUS lands next to the first. Slowly, they advance on Wesley. Cut to Wesley, girding himself. Cut to the ROUSs, advancing. Suddenly, they break into a fierce charge. Cut to Wesley, standing his ground. Cut to the ROUSs, charging right past Wesley and diving on the dead ROUS. Buttercup, scared, going to Wesley, both of them staring as we cut to the dead ROUS as its companions devour it. Wesley leads Buttercup away. Dissolved to Buttercup and Wesley, moving slower than ever. They look like death. Then they stop, gaze ahead as we cut to the far edge of the fire swamp, just ahead, beyond a beach. Cut to Buttercup and Wesley.
We did it!
Now, was that so terrible?
Cut to something we hadn't expected. Prince Humperdinck, in close-up.
Surrender!
Pull back to reveal Humperdinck on his horse, Rugen beside him. 3 warriors, armed and ready, are mounted in formation behind. Buttercup and Wesley are at the edge of the fire swamp, about to leave it. They stop. Buttercup looks beyond exhaustion. Wesley looks worse. It's dusk. Behind Humperdinck are the waters of a bay. Behind Humperdinck are the waters of a bay. Cut to Wesley and Buttercup staring out at the others.
You mean you wish to surrender me? Very well, I accept.
I give you full marks for bravery. Don't make yourself a fool.
How will you capture us? We know the secrets of the fire swamp. We can live here happily for quite some time. Whenever you feel like dying, feel free to visit.
Cut to Humperdinck.
I tell you again, surrender.
Cut to Wesley.
It will not happen.
Cut to Buttercup, looking from one to the other. Then something else catches her eye, and we cut to an armed warrior in shadow with a loaded crossbow aimed at Wesley's heart. Cut to Buttercup, looking the other way. Cut to another warrior, crossbow aimed at Wesley. Cut to Humperdinck.
For the last time, surrender.
Death first.
Cut to Buttercup, frantically staring around, and now cut to a third warrior, crossbow stretched, ready to fire. This one is hidden in a tree, blocking any escape Wesley might try.
Okay, so it says barely a whisper? Okay. Anyway. Will you promise not to hurt him?
Cut to Humperdinck, whirling to face her.
What was that?
Cut to Wesley, whirling to face her.
What was that?
Cut to Buttercup, talking to them both.
If we surrender, freely and without struggle, will you promise not to hurt this man?
May I live 1,000 years and never hunt again.
He is a poor, simple sailor on the pirate ship Revenge. I have known him since we were young. Will you promise to return him to his ship?
Cut to Prince Humperdinck and Count Rugen.
I swear it will be done. Once we're out of sight, take him to the pit of despair.
I swear it will be done.
Cut to Buttercup and Wesley.
I thought you were dead once, and it almost destroyed me. I could not have you die again. Not when I could save you.
Cut to Wesley, close up, dazed, silent. Cut to Buttercup, about to come apart at the seams, emotionally. She starts to speak again, can't. Starts away, and cut to Wesley watching, and cut to Humperdinck, riding to her, swooping her up onto his horse, then racing off. Cut to Wesley, staring after her, as Rugen, dismounted now, and his warriors advance on Wesley. The Count has a heavy sword, and he holds it in his hand.
Come, sir, we must get you to your ship.
We are both men of action. Lies do not become us.
Well spoken.
Wesley's looking at him.
What is it?
You have 6 fingers on your right hand. Someone was looking for you.
Count Rugen clubs Wesley hard across the skull. Cut to Wesley. He falls like a stone. The screen goes black. In the darkness, frightening sounds fade in on something even more frightening. A giant cage, dank and chill, underground and windowless, thickly barred. Wesley lies in the center of the cage, chained and helpless. Cut to something really frightening. A bloodless-looking albino. Dead pale, he silently enters the cage, carrying a tray of food and medication. He puts it down.
Where are we?
The pit of despair.
He begins tending Wesley's wounds. Wesley winces.
Don't even think about escaping. Your chains are too thick. And don't even dream of rescue either. The only way out of here is secret. Only the prince, the count, and I know where to get in and out.
I'm here till I die then?
Till they kill you. Yes, of course.
Then why bother curing me?
The prince and the count always insist everybody be healthy before they're, broken.
So it's to be torture.
From the albino, nod.
I can cope with torture.
From the albino, shake.
Why don't you believe me?
You survived the fire swamp. You must be very brave. But no one withstands the machine.
He studies Wesley. His face is almost sad. Cut to Buttercup, and her face is sad. Pallid, perhaps ill. She wanders down a corridor in Florin Castle. As she moves unseeing, part an intersecting corridor, cut to Prince Humperdinck and Count Rugen watching her.
She's been like that ever since the fire swamp. It's my father's failing health that's upsetting her.
As they move on, cut to Florin's castle at night. Camera holds on it while we hear the grandfather's voice reading.
The king died that very night, and before the following dawn, Buttercup and Humperdinck were married. And at noon, she met her subjects again, this time as their queen, and...
Hey, hold it a second, please.
Cut to the kid's room. The kid is half sitting now, not strong yet, but clearly stronger than when we first saw him. His grandfather, sitting on the bed now, holds the book.
Grandpa, you read that wrong. She doesn't marry Humperdinck. She marries Wesley. I'm just sure of it. After all that Wesley did for her, if she didn't marry him, it wouldn't be fair.
Who said life was fair? Where is that written? Life isn't fair. It's just fairer than death, that's all.
I'm telling you, you're messing up the story. Now get it right.
Do you want me to read this?
Yes, I do.
Okay then. No more interruptions. At noon, she met her subjects again, this time as queen.
And on these words, cut to Prince Humperdinck on the same balcony we first saw him in full color. Count Rugen stands behind him.
My father's final words were, "Love her as I loved her, and there will be joy. I present to you your queen, Queen Buttercup."
And on his word, cut to the crowd, and it's gigantic. Cut to the balcony as Buttercup emerges. As she descends the staircase, cut to the crowd suddenly going to its knees. Wave after wave of silent kneeling people, all of them down. Cut to Buttercup, touched us before, but then she seems stunned as we cut to the crowd. Someone is booing.
Boo!
The booing gets louder.
Boo!
As an ancient woman approaches Buttercup through the crowd, booing. Every step.
Why do you do this?
Because you had love in your hands and you gave it up for gold.
But they would have killed Wesley if I hadn't done it.
Your true love lives and you're going to marry another. True love saved her in the fire swamp and she treated it like garbage. And that is what she is, the queen of refuge. So cheer for her if you want, Cheer for the queen of slime, the queen of muck, the queen of putrescence.
She advances on Buttercup now, who is more and more panicked. Cut to close up, the ancient brewer. Louder and louder and louder, she shrieks. Buttercup, reaching out her old hands towards Buttercup's throat. And Buttercup is as frightened now as Dorothy was when the witch went after her in The Wizard of Oz, and suddenly cut to Buttercup coming out of her nightmare, alone in her castle bedroom, as she frantically grabs a rope and starts to run.
It was still 20 days until the wedding. The king still lived, but Buttercup's nightmares were growing steadily worse.
See? Didn't I tell you? She never married that rotten Humperdinck.
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
Cut to Buttercup, banging on the door to the prince's chambers. He opens the door, brings her in. Count Rugen is seated at a desk covered with official-looking papers.
It comes to this. I love Wesley. I always have. I know now I always will. If you tell me I must marry you in 20 days, please, believe me, I will be dead by morning.
Cut to Prince Humperdinck, just stunned. Finally, softly, he begins to talk.
I could never cause you grief. Consider our wedding off. You return this Wesley to his ship. Then we will simply alert him. Beloved, are you certain he still wants you? After all, it was you who did the leaving in the fire swamp. Not to mention that pirates are not known to be men of their words.
My Wesley will always come for me.
I suggest a deal. You write 4 copies of a letter. I'll send my 4 fastest ships, 1 in each direction. The dread pirate Roberts is often close to Flora in this time of year. We'll run up a white flag and deliver your message. If Wesley wants you, bless you both. If not, please consider me as an alternative to suicide. Are we agreed?
As she nods, a very thick grove of trees. It's later that night. The trees are unusual in one respect. All of them are extraordinarily heavily knotted. Pull back to reveal Humperdinck and Rugen, dressed as before, walking into the grove of trees.
She really is winning. She really is a winning creature. A trifle simple, perhaps, but her appeal is undeniable.
I know the people are quite taken with her. It's odd, but when I hired Vizzini to have her murdered on our engagement day, I thought that was clever. But it's going to be much more moving when I strangle her on our wedding night. Once Gilder is blamed, the nation will be truly outraged. They'll demand we go to war.
They are deeper into the trees now. Rugen is searching around.
Now, where is that secret knot? It's a miserable finding this place at night. We made it too secret. Ah, coming down into the pit. Wesley's almost got his strength. I'm starting him on the machines.
Tyrone, you know I love watching you work, but I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilder to frame for it. I'm swamped.
Get some rest. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything.
Rugen smiles, waves, hurries down the stairs as the tree slides back perfectly into place. Cut to Humperdinck in his quarters, swamped. Piles of paper are strewn all over. Now Yellen, a pale, shifty, quick-eyed man appears in the doorway.
Yellen?
Sire.
As chief enforcer of all Florin, I trust you with this secret. Killers from Gilder are infiltrating our thieves' quarter and plan to murder my bride on our wedding night.
My spy network has heard no such news.
Any word from Wesley?
Cut to the prince and Yellen turning to her in the doorway.
It's too soon, my angel. Patience.
He'll come for me.
Of course.
As she glides out,
She will not be murdered. I want the thieves' quarters emptied and locked and every inhabitant arrested.
Many of the thieves will resist. My regular enforcers will be inadequate.
Form a brute squad then. The thieves' quarter must be closed before I wed.
It won't be easy, sire.
Try ruling the world sometime.
Cut to an enormous thing. We can't quite tell what it is or what it does, but somehow it is unsettling. Camera pulls back to reveal Count Rugen, dragging the thing up alongside Wesley in the cage. Levers and wheels and wires, you name it, it's there.
Beautiful, isn't it? It took me half a lifetime to invent it.
Cut to the albino in a far corner in shadow, watching, afraid. Cut to Count Rugen working away, attaching more suction cups to Wesley.
I'm sure you've discovered my deep and abiding interest in me. At present, I'm writing the definitive work on the subject. So I want you, please, to be totally honest with me how the machine makes you feel.
Cut to a dial with the number ranging from a low of 1 to a high of 50. Rugen goes to it.
This being our first try, I'll use the lowest setting.
And he turns the dial to 1. Cut to Wesley. He has cups on his head now, on his temples, on his heart, his hands and feet. He says nothing, keeps control of himself. Cut to Count Rugen, fiddling with his machine a moment more.
Now, all we have to do is get the wheels spinning to generate power, and we should be in business.
And the minute the machine really starts, cut to Wesley, and he's lying on the table, and he's only flesh, and the chains are metal and thick, but such is his desperation, it almost seems he might break them. Terrible sound comes from his throat, an incessant gasping. It keeps on coming as we finally cut to Count Rugen. He switches off the machine, picks a large notebook and pen up, sits in a chair. The noise of the machine subsides. Rugen opens the book to a blank page.
As you must know, the concept of the suction pump is centuries old. Well, really, that's all this is, except that instead of sucking water, I'm sucking life. I've just sucked 1 year of your life away. If I set the dial to 2, that would mean 2 years gone, 2 times the pain. I might someday go as high as 5, but I don't know what that would do to you. So let's start with what you... So let's start with what we have. What did this do to you? Tell me, and remember now, this is for posterity, so be honest. How do you feel?
And now at last, cut to Wesley. In anguish so deep it is dizzying. Helpless, he cries. Count Rugen watches the tears, then starts to write.
Interesting.
Cut to the thieves' quarters. A lot of hollering is going on. The thieves are being rounded up by the brute squad, a large group of large men. Yellen stands on a wagon in the midst of all the scuffling.
Is everybody out?
Almost. There's a junk Spaniard with a sword that's given us some trouble.
You give him some trouble.
He signals for the wagon to start, and as it does, cut to the assistant brute, watching Yellen go. Then as he hurries along a narrow street, cut to the assistant turning a corner, slowing as a familiar voice is heard, getting louder as the assistant draws near.
I'm waiting for you, Vizzini. You told me to go back to the beginning, and so I have, and this is where I am, and this is where I'll stay. I will not be moved.
Now, as the assistant peers into a tiny courtyard, cut to Inigo sitting slumped on a filthy stoop, a bottle of brandy in one hand, the 6-fingered sword in the other. He looks dreadful, unshaven, puffy-eyed, gaunt. But the way he brandishes the great sword in front of him would give anyone pause for worry. Cut to the assistant, moving away from Inigo's sight, gesturing as he calls out,
You, brute, come here.
Cut to Inigo, as before, taking a long pull from his brandy bottle. He stops as the assistant brute comes into view.
Ho there.
I don't budge. Keep your hoe there.
But the princess gave orders.
So did Vizini. When a job went wrong, you went back to the beginning. Well, this is where we got the job, so it's the beginning. I'm staying till Vizini comes.
I don't think so.
Cut to Inigo being lifted into the air by the brute. The assistant brute called for.
I'm waiting for Vizini.
You surely are a meanie.
Vezin?
Who says ick?
Camera pulls back to reveal the brute holding Inigo. It is indeed a very happy Fezzik. Cut to the assistant brute moving quickly up unnoticed on the other two. Fezzik still holds Inigo as the assistant brute brings out a club, raises it. Neither Inigo or Fezzik is watching, just blabbing on to each other in rhymes.
It's you.
True.
As the assistant brute is just about to club Inigo's brains out, Fezzik lets fly with a stupendous punch. The assistant brute takes the full force of the blow right in the chops. It's like he was shot from a canyon as he careens backwards out of sight across the street. There's a pause, then a crunching sound as he clearly has come in contact with something hard and immobile. Cut to Fezzik putting Inigo down.
You don't look so good. Oh, you don't smell so good either.
Perhaps not, but I feel fine.
And he faints. As he does, cut to an empty ale house in the Thieves' Quarter. Inigo sits slumped in a chair, still out, while Fezzik brings over a plate of food, slaps him gently awake, starts to feed him.
Oh, does that make a difference?
Shh, take it easy.
I'm sorry for fainting before, but I've done nothing all these days but drink and wait for Vizini. I'm helpless without Vizini. And the surprise, like seeing you, well, it was just too much for my empty stomach. But I'm fine now.
Good. Vizini's dead.
Dead, you say?
And he faints again. Cut to Inigo. He lies on a bed above the alehouse kitchen, out again, as Fezzik appears with a bowl, begins toweling Inigo's face with warm water.
Oh, that's so nice and warm. It feels wonderful.
I hope so.
Forgive me, my friend. I've never realized I was in such a horrible condition. But seeing you and hearing about Vizini, I wasn't ready for it. But now, I'm ready for it.
Wonderful. The six-fingered man's name is Count Rugen, and he is at this very moment here in Florida.
Ecstasy!
And he faints again. Cut to two large tubs, one filled with steaming water, the other with water of a clearly icy nature. Without a word, Fezzik picks up Inigo by the scruff of the neck, ducks him into the icy water, then after a reasonable amount of time, pulls him out, ducks him into the other steaming stuff, and a short time after that, puts him back in the cold again, then back to the hot.
You'll thank me for this one day.
No, I won't.
But that's all he has time to say, because then he's submerged again. As he comes up for air,
where is this Rugen now so I may kill him?
He's with the prince in the castle. The castle is locked till after the wedding tomorrow night, and the only one door that's left is unsealed. 30 men guard it.
How many could you handle?
There's the cream of the brute squad, so I don't think any more than 10.
Leaving 20 for me. And at my best, I could never defeat that many. I need Vizini to plan. I have no gift for strategy.
But Vizini is dead, and I'm no help since I haven't done one thing right in over 11 years.
cut to the two of them, silent and bereft. Then a wild look hits Inigo.
No, not Vizini. I need the man in black.
What?
Look, he bested you with strength, your greatness. He bested me with steel. He must have outthought Vizini. And a man who can do that can plan my castle onslaught any day. I wonder about him often.
The rumors are that he was the princess's true love.
Tell me later. Let's go.
Where?
To find the man in black, obviously.
But you don't know where he is.
Don't bother me with trifles. After 20 years, at last, my father's soul will be at peace.
Cut to close-up, Inigo.
There will be blood tonight.
He exits. Cut to close-up, Fezzik.
Ours?
Cut to Prince Humperdinck's chambers, strewn with maps, etc. Buttercup is with him. Yellen enters.
Rise and report.
The thieves' quarter is shuttered. 30 men guard the castle gate.
And 70 more, 100 brutes. My princess must be safe.
The main gate has but one key, and I carry that.
He shows the key, dangling from a chain around his neck.
Tonight we marry. Tomorrow morning, your men will escort us to Florin Channel, where every ship in my armada will accompany us on our honeymoon.
Every ship but your 4 fastest, you mean?
The prince looks at her blankly for a moment.
Every ship but the 4 you sent.
Yes, of course. Naturally, not those 4.
Your Majesties.
Cut to Buttercup, staring at Humperdinck.
You never sent the ships. Don't bother lying. It doesn't matter. Wesley will come for me anyway.
You're silly, girl.
Yes, I am a silly girl, for not having seen sooner that you were nothing but a coward with a heart full of fear.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Why not? You can't hurt me. Wesley and I are joined by the bonds of love, and you cannot track that, not with 1,000 bloodhounds. And you cannot break it, not with 1,000 swords. And when I say you are a coward, that is only because you are the slimiest weakling ever to crawl the earth.
Cut to Humperdinck, jumping at her, yanking her by the hair, starting to pull her along, out of control, his words indistinct.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Cut to Buttercup's room as the prince throws it open, hurls her inside, slams it shut, locks it, breaks into a wild run, and cut to Humperdinck racing towards the grove of trees that hide the entrance to the pit of despair. Cut to Wesley in the machine, but it's not on. Count Rugen is making a few adjustments. He looks up as the prince suddenly comes down the steps, raging.
You truly love each other, so you might have been truly happy. Not one couple in a century has that chance, no matter what the storybooks say. And so I think no man in a century will suffer as greatly as you will.
And with that he whirls, turns on the machine, grabs the lever, and cut to Count Rugen calling out,
Not to 50!
But it's too late as we cut to Prince Humperdinck shoving the lever all the way over and cut to Wesley's face. And there has never been such pain. The pain grows and grows, and with it now something else has started. The death scream. As the death scream starts to rise, the albino watching from the shadows, he starts to shiver. The scream continues to rise. Cut to outside the pit of despair as the sound moves along, louder and louder, and cut to Buttercup in her room. She hears the sound, doesn't know what it is, but her arms involuntarily go around her body, trying to control the trembling, and cut to Yellen and his brutes. And they hear it, and a few of the brutes turn to each other in fear. And as the scream builds, cut to the square outside the castle. There are many people, and it is the eve of the country's 500th anniversary. But all the people stop as the sound hits them. A few children, pale, bolt towards their parents, and cut to Inigo and Fezzik, trying to make their way through a jammed, narrow alleyway, which suddenly quiets as the fading sound comes through.
Fezzik, listen. Do you hear? That is the sound of ultimate suffering. My heart made that sound when Rugen slaughtered my father. The man in black makes it now.
How do you know?
His true love is marrying another tomorrow. So who else has cause for the ultimate suffering this celebration night? Excuse me.
It's too... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's too crowded.
Pardon me. It's important.
No one budges, and the sound is fading faster.
Fezzik, help me.
Camera zooms into Fezzik, gigantic and roaring.
Everybody, move!
And his great arms start to push, and the crowd begins to fall away, and he and Inigo start to track the fading sound. Cut to a small seed near the grove of trees, near the pit of despair. It's dark now as the albino appears, opens the shed door, takes out a wheelbarrow, and cut to the trees as the albino wheels the wheelbarrow towards it. Suddenly,
I'm having the devil's own time tracking that stream.
Inigo moves into view, his sword at the albino's throat.
Where is the man in black?
The albino shakes his head, says nothing.
Where? You get there from this grove, yes? Jog his memory, Fezzik.
And Fezzik crunches the albino on the top of the head, as if he had a hammer and was driving in a nail. The albino drops without a sound.
I'm sorry, Indigo. I didn't mean to jog him so hard. I guess his head got closer to my hand than I meant it. And... Inigo?
Cut to Inigo. He kneels, the sword held tight between his hands. Eyes closed, he faces the grove of trees, starts to talk, his voice low and strange.
I've never been a drunk, a sinner, a wastrel, and a fool, for I've been a drunk, a sinner, a wastrel, and a fool, but I've had my snare of suffering. Father, I failed you for 20 years, but now our misery can end somewhere close by. There's a man who can help us. I can't find him alone. I need you.
And now he rises, eyes still closed.
I need you to guide my sword. Please, guide my sword.
Cut to the grove of trees as Inigo, eyes shut tight, walks forward, the great sword held in his hands. Fezzik, frightened, follows close behind. Cut to the secret knot that reveals the staircase. Cut to Inigo, walking blind through the grove of trees. He moves to the secret knot, hesitates, then moves past it. Then Inigo stops. For a long moment, he stands frozen. Suddenly he whirls, eyes still closed, and the sword strikes home dead center into the secret knot, and the instant it does, cut to the tree. It slides away, revealing the staircase. Fezzik and Inigo look at each other, then start down. Inigo is in the lead while Fezzik follows close behind as we cut to Wesley, dead by the machine. Cut to Fezzik, rushing to Wesley, kneeling down, touching him. Then he looks at Inigo, shakes his head.
He's dead.
Cut to Inigo in despair. For a moment, he just sags.
It just isn't fair.
Grandpa, wait a minute.
Cut to the kid's room. He's terribly excited and looks stronger than we've yet seen him.
What does it mean he's dead? He didn't mean dead. I mean, Wesley's only faking it, right?
He's not faking.
Cut to the kid, close up.
Oh no. Who gets Humperdinck?
I don't understand.
Who kills Prince Humperdinck? At the end, somebody's got to get him. It's Inigo. Who?
Nobody kills him. He lives.
You mean he wins? Jesus, Grandpa.
Said it, I was surprised.
Why did you read this? Why did you read me this thing for? What did you read me this thing for?
And he desperately fights for control.
You've been awful sick. You're taking this book very serious. I think I should stop now.
Starts to get up.
It's okay, it's okay. Sit back down. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm like Buttercup now. My heart's a secret garden and the walls are very high.
Cut to Inigo in despair. We're back in the pit, the same shot as before. For a moment, he just sags.
It just isn't fair.
Inigo takes a deep breath.
Well, we Montorios have never taken defeat easily. Come along, Fezzik, and bring the body.
The body?
Have you any money? I used all mine on brandy.
Little.
I just hope it's enough to buy a miracle, that's all.
As Fezzik takes the corpse, follows Inigo up the stairs, cut to Buttercup, staring out the window of her room.
I know you're out there, Wesley. I know you're coming for me now.
As she continues to stare, cut to hovel, dusk. Inigo, Fezzik, and Wesley approach the door. They knock. From inside the hovel, a little man's voice is heard. If Mel Brooks' 2,000-year-old man was really old, he'd resemble this guy.
Go away!
Are you the miracle Nax who worked for the king all those years?
The thinking king fired me. Didn't you hear? That's a very painful subject. Now, good day.
He shuts the window. They rap on the door.
Beat it, or I call the brute squad.
I'm on the brute squad.
We need a miracle. It's very important.
I'm retired. And besides, why would you want someone the king's stinking son fired? I might kill whoever you wanted to meet a miracle.
He's already dead.
He is, huh? Let me take a look.
He unlocks the door and lets them in. Cut to Inigo and Fezzik hurrying inside. Fezzik carries Wesley, who is just starting to stiffen up a little. He lays Wesley down across a bench by the fireplace.
Not so stiff as some.
He studies Wesley a moment, as if making up his mind.
Sir, we're in a terrible rush.
Don't hurry me, sonny. You hurry a miracle man, you get a rotten miracle. You got money?
65.
I never worked for so little, even except once when it was a noble cause. And
This is a noble cause, sir. His wife is crippled, his children are on the brink of starvation.
are you a rotten liar?
I need him to help avenge my father, murdered these 20 years.
Nah, your first story was better. Where's that Bellows? He probably owes you money, I'll ask him.
He goes to get a huge bellows.
He's dead, he can't talk.
Look who knows so much. It just so happens there's a difference. Kinda dead.
Max inserts the bellows in Wesley's mouth and starts to pump.
There's sort of dead, there's mostly dead, and all dead. Lucky for you, this fella here, he's only mostly dead. Once they get to be all dead, there's only one thing you can do.
What's that?
He stops pumping.
I'll give you a hint. It involves digging and burying.
He starts pumping again.
Hey, what's so important? What you got here that's worth coming back for. Sometimes it takes a while for the bells to cram to work, so.
True love.
Cut to Fezzik, jumping behind Inigo in a panic as everybody stares at Wesley lying there on the bench.
True love, you heard him. You couldn't ask for a more noble cause than that.
Sonny, true love is the best thing in the world except for cough drops. But he didn't say it. He very clearly said to bluff, which as everyone knows means to bluff. So you guys were probably in a card game and he got caught bluffing and liar! 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 Witch!
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! But I'm not sure I want to be that anymore! It was true love, Max! True love, my God!
Don't say any more, Valerie!
He's afraid. Ever since Prince Humperdinck fired him, his confidence is shattered.
said his name? You promised me you'd never say his name.
Humperdinck.
I'm not listening.
He was right to fire you. At least he knows a phony when he sees one.
Nobody's hearing nothing.
But this is Buttercup's true love. Bring him back to life. He'll stop Humperdinck's wedding.
He come back. Humperdinck suffers.
Humiliation galore.
Now that's a noble cause. Give me the 65. Come on, I'm on the job. Valerie, bring me my spell encyclopedia and that hex appendix.
Cut to Max as Valerie scurries after some large, dusty books.
Now you understand he won't be good for much right off.
What parts can I count on?
Well, the wedding's at 8 tonight, so that's 3 hours away, which means if we're lucky, the tongue will work, and actually the brain, and he might be able to walk a little if you give a nudge to get him started.
Cut to Fezzik and Inigo, crowding around Max as he practically licks his lips at something in one of the books.
Valerie, listen to these ingredients. What a recipe. Toad dust, volcanic mud, eel marrow.
As Max drones on.
Grandpa, can't we skip on here? I'm not crazy about recipes.
You don't want to know how they made it?
I just want to know how it works.
Dissolve to this lump. It is somewhat smaller than a tennis ball. Pull back to reveal Max and Valerie, exhausted, looking at the lump with beatific pleasure. As Valerie, cooking utensil in hand, covers the thing with what looks like chocolate. Inigo and Fezzik stare at the thing too, but more dubiously.
That's a miracle pill?
The chocolate coating makes it go down easier, but you have to wait 20 minutes for full potency.
Cut to Inigo, taking the pill as Fezzik takes Wesley, who is stiff as a board now.
Thank you for everything.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll leak.
It'd take a miracle.
She doesn't either. They drop their arms, stare silently and sadly out as we cut to Prince Humperdinck in his wedding suit. Rukin is with him. They're standing on a terrace outside the prince's chambers.
Yellen has the 100 brutes?
Waiting with him outside the main gate. I've brought 4 men with me. They're the only guards inside the castle.
What else is there? I've got the boots of a Gilder army officer, and I'll track around in the mud after I've killed her. I'll say I saw them making their escape, and the boot prints will prove it. It's not much of a case, but it's proof enough. No one ever likes to doubt you when you run a country. We should be at war by morning if God is on our side.
Now, as they move inside, cut to Fezzik, Inigo, and Wesley on the top of the outer wall of the castle. They look down to the front gate of the castle. The 100 brutes are visible. Cut to Fezzik, thunderstruck by how many brutes there are. Upset, he turns to Inigo, who's concentrating, unsuccessfully, trying to prop Wesley against the wall.
Inigo, there's more than 30.
What's the difference? We've got him. Help me here. We'll have to force feed him.
Has it been 20 minutes?
We can't wait. The wedding's in half an hour, and we must strike in the hustle and bustle beforehand.
During this, Fezzik, using all his strength, has managed to get Wesley into a right-angled sitting position, while Inigo brings out the miracle pill.
Open his mouth and tilt his head back.
How long do you think we'll have to wait before we know if the miracle is on or not?
Cut to Inigo, pill in hand, drops it into Wesley's mouth.
Your guess is as good.
I beat you each apart. I'll take you both together.
I guess not that long.
Inigo and Fezzik react. Wesley's the only one not amazed.
Why won't my arms move?
He sits there, immobile, like a ventriloquist dummy.
You've been mostly dead all day.
We had Miracle Max make a pill to bring you back.
I can't move my legs either.
I'm sure that will come. Just don't try and overdo.
Why am I on this wall? Who are you? Are we enemies? Where's Buttercup?
Let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum it. Buttercup is marrying Humperdinck in a little less than half an hour. So all we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the princess, and make her escape after I kill Count Rugen.
That doesn't leave much time for dilly-dallying.
He is watching his toes, which are wiggling now.
You just wiggled your toes. That's wonderful.
I've always been a quick healer, especially when it comes to my toes. What are our liabilities?
There is but one working castle gate, and it is guarded by 100 men.
And our assets?
Your brains, Fezzik's strength, my steel.
Cut to Wesley, absolutely stunned.
That's all? That's the grand total. It's impossible. If I had a month to plan, maybe I might come up with something, but this?
He shakes his head miserably from side to side. Cut to Inigo and Fezzik.
You just shook your head. Doesn't that lift up your spirits?
My brains, your strength, and his steel against 100 men. And you think a little head jiggle is supposed to make me happy? Can you imagine what it's like for me sitting here wiggling my toes while my true love marries my murderer? I mean, if we even had a wheelbarrow, that would be something.
Where did we put the wheelbarrow the albino had?
Over the albino, I think. Okay, maybe we can get a wheelbarrow.
Well, why didn't you list that among our assets in the first place?
And slowly, all by himself, he starts to stand.
What I wouldn't give for a Holocaust cloak.
There, we can help you.
Will this do?
Where did...
Well, you were after the eel marrow. Max gave me this to help me gather volcanic mud. It fits so nice, he said I could keep it.
Wesley now starts, very slowly, to totter along the wall.
All right. Come on. I'll need a sword eventually.
Why? You can't even lift one.
True, but that is hardly common knowledge.
And he topples stiffly off the wall. Fezzik reaches out and sets him straight again.
Thank you. Now there may be problems once we're inside.
I'll say. How do we find the Count? Once I do, how do I find you again? Once I find you again, how do we escape? Once.
Don't pester him. He's had a hard day being dead.
Right. Sorry.
Cut to a shot of the three of them in profile. They move along in silence for a time. Then these whispered words come to us on the wind.
Inigo,
What?
I really hope we win.
Cut to Buttercup in her bridal gown, and she is incredible. It's not just her beauty, there's a tranquility about her now. We pull back to reveal the prince standing at her chamber door, beckoning. Rugen and 4 guards stand behind her.
You don't seem excited, my little muffin.
Should I be?
Brides often are, I'm told.
I do not marry tonight.
Cut to Buttercup, and she couldn't seem more serene.
My Wesley will save me.
Cut to her Wesley, walking on the ground now, but still in the darkness by the wall. Inigo moves alongside. Fezzik brings up the rear, dragging the wheelbarrow. Wesley stares, and we cut to the main gate of the castle and yelling, standing there, flanked by his 100 brutes. Cut to Wesley and Inigo and Fezzik, looking out at the enemy. This is it. Inigo and Fezzik shake hands. Wesley can't even do that, so they raise his arm for him, each of them shake it. And then, as they silently start to get the wheelbarrow into proper position, cut to an absolutely gem-like little chapel. Pull back to reveal the most intelligent looking, the most impressive appearing clergyman imaginable. Buttercup and Humperdinck kneel before the clergyman. Behind them sit the mumbling old king and queen. Standing in the back is Count Rugen. The 4 guards are in position, flanking the chapel door.
Marriage! Marriage is what brings us together today.
He has an impediment that would stop a clock.
Marriage that was a wingsman that dreams within a dream.
And now, from outside the castle, there begins to come a commotion.
The dream of love wrapped within the greatest dream of everlasting West. For if you think of eternity as your friend, love, we forever, you forever.
The commotion is louder and... Cut to Prince Humperdinck, turning quickly, giving a sharp nod to Count Rugen, who immediately takes off out of the chapel with the 4 guards as we cut to the brutes and Yellen by the gate, for it is indeed they who are making the commotion, frightened, pointing off stage as we cut to their point of view. Their point of view. And it is a bit unnerving. A giant seems to be floating towards them out of the darkness. A giant in a strange cloak and with a voice that would crumble the walls.
I am the dread pirate Roberts, and there will be no survivors.
Cut to the brutes and Yellen, panic a little greater now. Cut to the giant floating closer.
My men are here, and I am here, but you soon will not be here.
Cut to Yellen, keeping the brutes in position, or trying to, shouting orders, instructions, and as yet the brutes hold. Now, cut to Fezzik, as he seems to be floating because he's standing in the wheelbarrow as Inigo, hidden behind him, busts a cut, pushing it down towards the brutes. Wesley walks calmly by Inigo. Now,
Light him.
cut to the brutes as the giant bursts suddenly, happily into flames.
The dread pirate Roberts takes no survivors. Never survivors. All your worst nightmares are about to come true. The dread pirate Roberts is here for your soul.
Cut to Yellen, as suddenly the brutes just scream and take off in a wild panic. Cut to inside the chapel.
Skip to the end.
Have you the wings?
As Humperdinck whips out the ring, the screams are very loud outside.
Here comes my Wesley now.
Your Wesley is dead.
Buttercup only smiles, shakes her head.
I killed him myself.
Then why is there fear behind your eyes?
Cut to Prince Humperdinck, and she's right, it's there. Cut to Rugen and the guards, tearing down a long castle corridor and cut to Yellen, pressed against the main gate, and Inigo's sword point at his throat. Fezzik removes his Holocaust cloak, an asbestos-like garment that is still aflame. Wesley looks at Yellen.
Hand me his sword. Get us the gate key.
The gate key.
I have no gate key. May my parents sizzle forever in hell if I am blind.
Tear his arms off, Fezzik.
Fezzik steps towards him.
Oh, you mean this gate key?
And he whips it out, hands it to Fezzik, and runs, and cut to Fezzik, putting the key in the lock, pulling the great gate open, and as Inigo helps Wesley inside, cut to Humperdinck and Buttercup and the impressive clergyman.
Man and wife. Say man and wife.
All white, man and wife.
Escort the bride to the honeymoon suite. I'll be there shortly.
And he dashes off. Cut to Buttercup standing there, dazed.
Wesley didn't come, and he said he always would.
Cut Cut to Count Rugen and his 4 warriors racing through the castle, and as they reach a complex intersection of several corridors, Rugen stops, incredulous, as we cut to Wesley, Inigo, and Fezzik moving toward them. Wesley moves very slowly, yelling sword dragging along on the ground like a stiff dog leash. Wesley simply hasn't the strength to raise it. Cut to Count Rugen as the confrontation is about to start.
Kill the Dark One and the Giant. Save the third for questioning.
As his warriors start to draw their swords, camera zooms into Inigo. As a great shriek of battle comes rippling from his throat, and he charges the 4 warriors who shield Rugen. And maybe the warriors are good, maybe they're even better than that. But they never get the chance to show it because that is something. This is something now. This is Inigo gone mad, and the 6-fingered sword has never flashed faster, and the 4th warrior is dead before the first one has even hit the floor. There is a pause. Then,
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
cut to Count Rugen. For a moment, he just stands there, sword in hand. Then he does a most unexpected thing. He turns and runs the heck away. Cut to Inigo, momentarily surprised, then taking off after him, and cut to Rugen running toward a half-open heavy wooden door, and cut to Wesley, who has never really stopped his slow walk. Fezzik is with him as they head down one of the corridors, and cut to Rugen slamming the heavy wooden door shut and locking it just as Inigo throws himself against it. He tries again. No kind of chance.
Fezzik, I need you!
Cut to Fezzik with Wesley walking slowly away. He calls back.
I can't leave him alone.
Cut to Inigo, desperately pounding at the heavy door.
He's getting away from me. Fezzik, please!
Be right back.
And as he takes off towards the intersection where Inigo's voice came from, cut to Wesley, dragging his sword along. And now he is alone. Ahead, the two corridors cross. A large suit of armor marks the place. Wesley continues straight ahead. Cut to Buttercup, walking with the king. The queen, more sprightly, several paces ahead.
Strange marriage.
Buttercup gently kisses him on the forehead. He's very surprised and pleased.
What was that for?
Because you've always been kind to me, and I won't be seeing you again, since I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Isn't that nice? She kissed me.
And on those words, cut to Fezzik, attacking the wooden door. And he's big, but so is it. And it bends a little, but doesn't break. Fezzik backs off now, takes a breath, then charges. When he's close, he dives at the door, blasting it with everything he's got. And as the door splits open, Inigo cries, "Thank you!" and dashes through. And Fezzik gets up, brushes himself off, hurries back to where he's left Wesley. But as he approaches, cut to the intersection, with the large suit of armor marking it, and Fezzik gaping. He's staring around at all those choices, and clearly he's confused, but he doesn't let it rattle him.
All your life you've been doing things wrong. Not this time.
So saying, he turns left. Alas, it's the wrong way. Wesley went straight, and as Fezzik starts to run, cut to Count Rugen. And he's running too, dashing through a dining room, and as he glances back, cut to Inigo behind him, coming like a streak, and cut to Count Rugen, flashing out of the room, picking up his pace. He pulls out a deadly-looking dagger with a sharp point and a triangular-shaped blade, holds it hidden in his hand, and cut to Inigo, closing the gap closer, and cut to Buttercup and the king and queen outside the honeymoon suite. She nods goodbye, walks inside as they toddle on.
Could she have said to kill herself?
You and your hearing.
Cut to Buttercup, shutting the door, crossing quietly to the far wall, where there is a glorious display of hunting equipment. She looks, then takes the largest dagger. She seems very much at peace as she touches the knife to her bosom.
There is a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. Leave yours alone.
And Buttercup rolls as we cut to Wesley, lying on the bed. Ellen's sword is beside him. His voice sounds just fine, but he does not move. Cut to something that is moving slowly, but we can't tell what it is yet until we pull back to reveal Inigo. And for a graceful guy, he's going through some pretty awkward contortions as this moving thing continues on its way, and by now it's clear that we're in super slow motion. The moving thing is Rugen's dagger, and it's heading straight for Inigo's center as he tries desperately to get out of its deadly way. As we count Rugen, the look on his face tells us his throw was true, and alas, it was, because now, cut to Inigo, and we're back in regular speed, and the dagger has struck, and he hurtles back helplessly. Cut to Wesley.
So that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. So that every babe that weeps at your approach, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears. What is what? That is what to the pain means. It means I will leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
Cut to Humperdinck, doing his best to hide the fear that is building inside him.
I think you're bluffing.
Cut to Wesley, lying there staring at him.
It's possible, pig. I might be bluffing. It's conceivable, you miserable vomitous mass, that I'm only lying here because I lack the strength to stand. But then again, perhaps I have the strength after all.
And now, slowly, Wesley begins to move. His body turns, his feet go to the floor. He starts to stand. Cut to Humperdinck, staring, eyes wide. Cut to Wesley, and now he is standing, sword and fighting position.
Drop your sword!
Cut to Humperdinck, and he's so panicked he doesn't know whether to pee or wind his watch. He throws his sword to the floor. Cut to Wesley, speaking to Buttercup as Humperdinck stands frozen.
Tie him to a chair. Use the curtain sashes. Be quick.
And as she sets to work, neither she nor Humperdinck see Wesley begin to tilt off balance. He grabs a nearby chair, manages to push himself back upright as Inigo, moving along the corridor, hears their voices approaching the door.
Well, are you done?
Sort of.
Cut to the suite as Buttercup finishes tying Humperdinck, who is strapped in a chair. Inigo enters, looks around.
Where's Physic?
Isn't he with you?
Then we are trapped in the castle. He has the gate key.
Let's at least find some place to make a stand.
Help him?
Why does Wesley need helping?
Because he has no strength.
Cut to Humperdinck, and now he starts wrestling mightily with his bonds.
I was right. I was right. You were bluffing. I knew it all the time.
Shall I dispatch him for you?
Thank you, but no. Whatever happens to us, I want him to live a long life, alone with his cowardice.
Inigo, help me please. I'm all confused and miserable, and I need to see a friendly face.
They look at each other, then move to the balcony and cut to Wesley, lying there staring at him. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's like a double page. Okay. Sorry about that. Fezzik, forlorn, leading the 4 great white horses. He glances up, sees them on the balcony.
3 friendly faces. Whew, I've been so lost, Inigo. And I stumbled upon the prince's stables, and he had 4 white horses, and I thought, how many of us were there? 4? If we ever found the lady. Oh, hello, lady. So I brought them along in case we ran into each other. And I guess we did.
Cut to Inigo Inigo and Wesley and Buttercup looking down at Fezzik.
Busy? You did something right.
Don't worry. I won't let it go to my head.
And as he holds out his great arms, cut to something unexpected and very lovely. Buttercup floating through the air. What's happening, of course, is that she's jumping from the balcony so Fezzik can catch her. But her fall is in slow motion, so you might think she was flying. Cut to Wesley and Inigo watching as Fezzik catches Buttercup, puts her on the first white horse.
You know, it's very strange. I've been in the revenge business so long. Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Have you ever considered piracy?
Now from that, cut to the 4 glorious white horses with their 4 riders triumphantly racing through the night. Cut to Buttercup and Wesley, and at last their trials are done. They stop.
And on their ride to freedom, a wave of adoration swept over Buttercup, and she reached Wesley as he reached for her.
As Buttercup and Wesley begin their ultimate kiss, cut to the kids' bedroom. The grandfather stops reading.
And what? And what?
It's kissing again. You don't want to hear that.
I don't like
Okay. Since the invention of the kiss, there's never have been Okay. Since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate and most pure. The one left them all behind. Now you take care of yourself. You listen to your mother and do what she says. So long.
The grandfather puts the book by the kid's bed table, gives him a kiss, turns out the light, leaves, and the instant he's gone, cut to the kid, like a whirlwind grabbing the book, grabbing a flashlight from the bed table drawer, and he hides them both, the book and the light, under his covers, flicks the flashlight on, flips the book open, starts turning pages. What we see are some of the high points of the story we've gone through. Blinks, really, moving from moment to moment, starting with Buttercup meeting the crowd for the first time, so beautiful, and now Buttercup on horseback, starting to fall as Fezzik touches her neck, and the man in black is next. In black, in his black sailboat, Buttercup dives into the water, and the shrieking eel as Fezzik rips it apart. The cliffs of insanity now. Fezzik is climbing, and Vizzini cutting the rope, and the man in black clinging to the cliffs, and Inigo swearing on the soul of his dead father that the man in black will reach the top alive, and the duel starting, and Inigo switching his sword from left hand to right, and the man in black switching his sword too, and Fezzik looking around idly as the man in black starts battling with him, and Vizzini cackling, falling dead, and Humperdinck tracing the duel, and the fire swamp as Buttercup disappears in the snow sand, and Wesley, wounded and bleeding, fighting the ROUS's and the albino, appearing in the cage of the pit of despair, and the old lady booing. And the old lady booing Buttercup, and Inigo as Fezzik dumps him from the tub of hot water into the other tub of cold, and Wesley as the death scream starts, and Miracle Max applying the bellows cram to Wesley, and Wesley as Inigo forces down the resurrection pill, and Fezzik bursting into flame, and Inigo wounded, his sword plunging into Rugen's heart, and Wesley standing, scaring Humperdinck, who drops his sword, and Buttercup floating down into Fezzik's waiting arms, and the 4 white horses and their riders, and now Cut to the kid in his bedroom, book clutched in his hand, and he looks startled, cocks his head as he hears something from outside his window now, the sound of horses. The kid looks out his window, holds his breath as we cut outside the window, as here they come silhouetted against the sky, Wesley and Buttercup, Inigo and Fezzik, riding their white horses. Cut to the kid, staring out the window, and his eyes go wider and wider as we cut to the 4 riders. They stop and look at the kid. There's a pause, then they beckon to the kid, beckon for him to come join them. Cut to the kid smiling. He is lost in his beautiful thoughts. Whole, final fade out.